Kabul! And this is Uncut News. After digging out the deepest well they've drilled so far, Exxon is plugging it up as they have deemed it non-commercial. According to the company, the Tanaja-1 well contains a lower quality of oil than expected, making its extraction and production not profitable enough to be worth the time and money, even though they've already invested $100 million into it. But this might complicate things for Exxon, as they had already predicated much of their growth plans in the Kaichor block on the success of this particular well. So, I guess it's plug baby plug this time. PPP parliamentarian and accused child sex offender Alistair Charlie is denying claims that he is a dual citizen. This is after Sherry Duncan took to Facebook to claim that Charlie was caught voting in Brazilian local government elections in Bonfim on November 15th. Not only did Charlie deny being a Brazilian citizen, he also claimed that literally hundreds of persons in Region 9 can attest to the fact that he was doing public outreaches with the Minister of Housing and Water throughout the whole day in question, and not in Brazil. He also said that Duncan will be hearing from his lawyers soon. From March to August 2020, the coalition desperately clung to power like a junkie on his last rock. But while APNU was letting the blow, the Rona was giving the economy blow after blow. Now Gail Teixeira is claiming that more than 5,000 people across the nation lost their jobs due to the pandemic. But let's be real, record keeping in this country is abysmal, so the number's probably far greater. Then you also have thousands more who have been receiving reduced salaries during this period. Now's the time to tell you about Best Buy's car of the day. Currently on sale is this 2011 Toyota Sienna with 7 seats, TV, navigation stereo, crystal lights, mag rims, fog lamps, rear fold-down screen, and much more. Buy cash for $2.5 million or pay down as low as $500,000 with $48,000 monthly, and it's yours. Call or WhatsApp 662-0844 for more info, or visit the showrooms at 171 Peter Rose Street, Queenstown, or Lot 2 Lamaha Street, and tell them Noriko sent you for this sweet deal. Would-be ganja smuggler and former prison guard 34-year-old Quincy Jamot of Schoonard was today charged for allegedly trafficking 894.5 grams of Selassie Best into the Lusignan prison. Last week, Jamot was busted with the weed in the prison officers' barracks. He pleaded not guilty to the offense. Jamot was released on $150,000 bail and will be back in court December 21st. This one is for all you duck eaters out there. The Livestock Development Authority and the Ministry of Health just seized over 480 pounds of expired packaged duck meat from a city business. The duck meat was imported from the US and was distributed to several local supermarkets already. Meanwhile, the authority says it plans to intensify inspections as the Christmas season approaches. But for some strange reason, the name of the particular shipper nor the brand has been given by authorities. Hide your wallets and obey the rules of the road, as the police force has announced the commencement of its annual Christmas security plan. The time of the year, officers flood the streets in a vain attempt to extort the public for protection money before the holiday thieves do. Ranks will be increasing patrols and putting up extra roadblocks, which means you don't have to go very far from home for a chance to pay for some officers' unofficial Christmas bonus. The plan was launched yesterday and will remain in place until the 15th of January. It's November, people. Robbery season. If I were you, I would consider getting security for the home or business. I personally recommend Chef Security Service. I find that they are the most professional with well-trained armed or unarmed guards. Get some security this Christmas, people. After spending 4 years on remand, 27-year-old Devin Shashorn was today sentenced to time served for the October 20th, 2016 shooting death of Abdul Amir Subrati during a home invasion at Hostelling. Initially indicted for the capital offense of murder, Shashorn pleaded guilty to the lesser count of manslaughter. Police said that 2 men, including a tenant at the Hostelling property, were picked out in identification parades as persons involved in the attack. It's now time for today's Runner Report. Today, the nation recorded 16 new cases. The total number of deaths now stands at 140. There are now 10 persons in the ICU and 710 persons in home isolation. The total number of known cases in the country is now 4,890. Now, before you go and accuse me of getting the numbers wrong, just know that the health ministry admitted that yesterday's numbers were off, and this is that adjustment. So, take it up with them, not with me. Anyway, Please remember to wash your hands frequently. Avoid touching your nose and mouth and mask up before you leave the house. When you do leave home, try to avoid enclosed spaces and large crowds. And remember to give 6 feet of space between you and others. Now, let's take a look at news in the region. Police in Trinidad are searching for a man who utilized a unique way to rob stores in Port of Spain. The suspect used a broomstick with nails as hooks in an attempt to fish out items from a clothing store. The incident took place at around 4:15 a.m. yesterday. However, he fled the scene after a security guard spotted him, but according to the police over there, he might actually be a serial fisher, as it fits the modus operandi of several recent robberies in the community. You can multiply your cash by selling digital top-up. This is a legit way you can earn some extra cash to supplement your business or your existing hustle. Become a top-up vendor quick and easy through Cellular Plus. Call them on telephone number 685-3109 for more info. The current president of Suriname is accusing the former vice president, Ashwin Adine, of trashing the executive office before the recent transition of government. President Santoki told Parliament yesterday that Adine was arrested as part of the investigation. One government member claimed people in the vice president's office destroyed expensive media equipment, and 3 persons were arrested since. In response, Adine's National Democratic Party called the arrest a serious violation of democracy. And now for our weird news story of the day. Whoever controls Pope Francis's Instagram account made a very embarrassing mistake recently. After Instagram model Natalie Gariboto posted a photo of her in a schoolgirl outfit, she was shocked to see that she had a like from the famous holy man. She shared a screen recording as proof. However, it's highly likely that it was just a mistake from whoever manages his social media account, as it has since been unliked by the account. But Gariboto still has bragging rights for life. And she can say, while her mother might hate her photos, the Pope sure loves them. Make your presence heard. Wake them up with Fiam horns, made in Italy and supplied to many car manufacturers worldwide. Fiam horns are built to last longer, sound louder, and give you that unique look and style. Fiam horns are available nationwide and are imported and distributed by Caribbean Motor Spares. Call them on telephone number 609-7621. Next time you need to impress, sound press. Moving on to our Uncut News Viewers Poll question of the day. Every day we pose a question about current events in Guyana, the region, the diaspora, and how you feel it relates to us. So, you give your responses in the comments, and we just might read the best ones in the following episode. Yesterday's question was, should we ban fireworks and squibs? Nizam Ramkisoon said, banning is not the answer. Alcohol and reckless driving causes lots of deaths. Why not ban them? There needs to be proper regulation and laws. I don't know, if you ask me, I would have banned alcohol in this country years ago. I always say, if rum never hit Guyana, we probably would have cured cancer by now. Ha ha! Anyway, moving on. Samuel Ramsey said, they are all banned, but a lot of persons still are selling it. The police should make recommendations to the government to offer incentives for information of the importers, wholesalers, and retailers, so we can make a few examples so others can follow. And Jay Jairam said, certain types of firecrackers should be banned and the others should be regulated. Alright, now before I get to tonight's question, I have to tell you that Ravina's on Water Street and Anand's on Regent Street just received a fresh shipment of glasswares for your kitchen. Drinking glasswares have beautiful crystal designs and are packed in gorgeous gift boxes, ideal to give to your friends, family, and others this Christmas. Ravina's and Anand's have unbeatable prices. Visit them at Ravina's on 17A Water Street or Anand's at 108 Regent Street. Call them on telephone number 225-6595. Good answers, people. So tonight, I leave you with this question. As the government looks for ways to reduce the cost of importing modern vehicles, should they also ban the use of horse and donkey carts? Think about that question and tell us in the comments below. If your response is good, we just might feature it in Wednesday's episode. Anyway, that's all the time we have for tonight. Check us out tomorrow for another. Until then, I'm Noriko Ballford saying good night, folks. Hey Uncut News viewers, thanks for watching. You can subscribe by clicking on this button over here, or click over there for more news. You can also drop a comment to let me know if you've made it to the end of the video. Goodbye for now!